Starting gate is rolling for race 1 with 1, Cole Jote Hanover, 2, Slick Flow, 3, Rebecca Down, 4, Blue Meadow Vance, 5, Pictonian Best West, 6, Tisha's Pit Pony, 7, Camco Miranda, and 8, Brookie Nene. A field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Brookie Nene from the outside 8th position going for the early lead. Racing on the inside, Cole Jote Hanover now protects rail position and is the new leader. Racing second is Rebecca Down. In between horses racing third, that's Blue Meadow Vance. Then Brookie Nene is fourth, now looks for and gets position along the cones. Then Pictonian Best West as they race on to the opening quarter. It's Cole Jote Hanover taking him past there in 30-1. Rebecca Down racing in second. Blue Meadow Vance looks at it from third. Brookie Nene is racing in fourth. Pictonian Best West drives in fifth. Then Tisha's Pit Pony, Slick Flow, Camco Miranda can see them all. Past the 3/8 and down the stretch. First time, Cole Jote Hanover and Stephen Trites. They lead it by a length and 3/4. Rebecca Down driving in second. On past the half-mile station in 1 minute 4/5. Out and moving is Brookie Nene. Out of fourth is now third. Racing in fourth now in along the rail. That's a Blue Meadow Vance. And Pictonian Best West gets live cover on the outside in sixth. Driving seventh on the outside is Slick Flow. Then Camco Miranda goes 3 wide down the backstretch. They race for the 3/4 mile mark, and Cole Jote Hanover still leads it by a length. Brookie Nene second on the outside. 1:33-2 past the 3/4, and Cole Jote Hanover still the leader by a length. Brookie Nene racing second on the outside. Rebecca Down has had the garden trip, is locked in third in along the rail. Racing fourth, Camco Miranda still out there and hitting hard. They race down the stretch for home, and Cole Jote Hanover still leading it. Here comes Brookie Nene on the outside. Camco Miranda, Cole Jote Hanover. It's Cole Jote Hanover. It's close for place between Brookie Nene and Camco Miranda. 2:05-1. Ladies and gentlemen, now parading back is now the official winner of race number 1, the one-horse Cole Jote Hanover. A 2-year-old bay pacing colt by Village Jolt from Costly Mistake, she by Western Hanover. Owned and trained by Dr. Hugh Baird of Hampton. Stephen Trites in the sulky. First start, first victory this afternoon, a maiden mark of 2:05-1 for 1, Cole Jote Hanover. The gate is rolling for race 2. Elm Grove Bandit with Mark Haig, Life of Roddy, Gilles Berriot, Cookie Larry Go, Stephen Trites, Casimir Eiffel, Sam Hodgen, Secret Fantasy, Andrew Ward, Salzbrook Dandy, Lonnie Stokes, Future Secret, Todd Trites. A field of 7 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Cookie Lar Egos going for the early lead. Life of Roddy in between horses. Now they race 3 wide into the turn. Elm Grove Bandit now takes command. Life of Roddy racing in second. Casimir Eiffel now is a third, and now action on the outside. Life of Roddy and Gilles Berriot now takes the lead once again. Elm Grove Bandit now racing in second. Casimir Eiffel in third. Driving in fourth now going to a break. Cookie Lar Egos. 29-4 past the opening quarter. On the outside, that's Salzbrook Danny now racing in fourth. Cookie Larry goes, looks at it from fifth, and Future Secret and Secret Fantasy trails this field. Down the lane in front of the stand, first time, and Life of Roddy and Jill Barrio is out in front by a length and 3/4. On the outside, Salzbrook Dandy races now for the second spot with Elm Grove Bandit. 1 minute, 1/5 past the half, and Life of Roddy still out in front. Elm Grove Bandit second on the inside. Salzbrook Dandy parked out third. Casimir Eiffel looks at it from fourth. Then Cookie Larry goes a Future Secret to the outside from sixth. Then a Secret Fantasy. Inquiry sign on the tote board. Please hold all tickets. And Life of Roddy is past the 3/4, 1:29-4, leading it by 8. Make that 9 lengths. It's Life of Roddy round the turn for the 7/8. On the outside, Salzbrook Dandy is now racing in second. Elm Grove Bandit looks at it from third as they come off the turn. Down the stretch for home and Life of Roddy. Life of Roddy well in command, lengthening his lead with every stride. It's Life of Roddy. Salzbrook Dandy second. Elm Grove Bandit looks like third. 1:59-3 for Life of Roddy. Paraded back to the winner's circle by Mr. Louis Bellevaux is the unofficial winner of race number 2, the 2-horse Life of Roddy. A 4-year-old brown pacing gelding by Force of Life from the Albatross mare Rihanna Hanover. Owned by John Bro of Moncton, trained by Rosaire Barrio. Driven to victory this afternoon by Gilles Barrio to a new lifetime mark, 1:59-3 for 2, Life of Roddy. Gates in motion for race 3 with 1, Billy and Bud, 2, Art I Fast, 3, Eloquent Desire, 4, Golden Days, 5, Lucky Northern Star, 6, Mr. Varbo, 7 on the outside, Birdton Burt. A field of 7 swings off the turn. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Golden Days and Art I Fast go out for the early lead. Art I Fast comes away as they enter the turn. Racing in second is Golden Days. Eloquent Desire looks at it from third on the outside. Birdton Burt now racing for position in fourth. Billy and Bud looks at it from fifth, and Lucky Northern Star and Mr. Varbo trails this field. They race down the backstretch, and Art I Fast out in front on past the opening quarter. 29-3. Driving in second is Golden Days. Now driving in third is Birdton Burt. Eloquent Desire races in fourth. Wheeling around the turn in fifth is Billy and Bud. Then Mr. Varbo to the outside is now racing sixth. Lucky Northern Star trails this field as they make their way on past the 3/8 for the half-mile station. Jean Bellevaux and Art I Fast out in front by a length and a quarter. Golden Days is right there in second, Birdton Burt in third, 1:01-2 past the half. There's action on the outside. Mr. Varbo is on the move, now racing in fourth. Eloquent Desire looks at it from fifth. Lucky Northern Star follows that live cover, and Billy and Bud trails. Now they race down the backstretch for the 3/4 mile mark, and Art I Fast still out in front. Racing in second is Golden Days, gets the good trip. Inquiry sign is up on the tote board. Driving now past the 3/4, and Art I Fast 1:32-3 past the 3/4, and Golden Days is right there in second. On the outside, Mr. Varbo is racing in third, then Birdton Burt looks for, can't find room. Now racing in for the lead is Art I Fast on the outside. Here comes a Golden Days, Birdton Burt on the inside. Art I Fast, Birdton Burt. Art I Fast is strong in deep stretch. It's Art I Fast, Birdton Burt, Golden Days will be 3. 2:02-1.
Now parading the unofficial winner of race number 3, number 2, Art I Fast, 3-year-old bay pacing filly by Art Escape from the No Nukes Dam Triple Harmony, owned by Mike Langis of Moncton, Roland LeBlanc, Rick Gadet of Dieppe, trained by Mike Langis, driven today by Jean Beliveau to a new race win record of 202-1.
The gate is rolling for race 4 with Franco Croupier, Dillinger's Lady, Kane Rise Again, Bandit Colleen's, We'll See Our Dolly Dance, Mag AM, Heron Bay, and Freestone Lexi on the outside. A field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Heron Bay and Mark Haig from the outside, living out of there quickly. Franco Croupier on the inside protects rail position. Heron Bay, they battle neck and neck round the turn. On the inside, Franco Croupier. Heron Bay now takes command on the outside. Driving in third is Dillinger's Lady, then racing fourth on the outside. That is Kane Rise Again. Bandit Colleen looks at it from fifth, and Mag AM Will See Our Dolly Dance. Freestone Lexi trails. There we're past the opening quarter in 30 flat, and Heron Bay leads it by a length and a quarter. Driving in second is Franco Croupier. Dillinger's Lady, the free-legged pacer, looks at it from third. On the outside, Bandit Colleen is on the move. Then Kane Rise Again, racing in fifth. On the outside, a Freestone Lexi gets live cover. Then driving seventh on the rail. That is Mag AM, and trailing is We'll See Our Dolly Dance. 101 past the half-mile station, and Heron Bay is still out in front. Franco Croupier is racing in second. Dillinger's Lady right there in third. Bandit Colleen still parked out fourth. Driving fifth on the inside. That's Kane Rise Again. Freestone Lexi, she's working hard on the outside. Then We'll See Our Dolly Dance goes 3 wide. They race past the 3/4 mile marker in 1:32-1, and Mark Haig with Heron Bay has the lead. Getting the good trip, Franco Croupier still there in second. Dillinger's Lady third on the outside. Racing fourth on the inside is Kane Rise Again. They make their way off the turn, down the lane for home, and Heron Bay still out in front. Franco Croupier on the outside. One last dash, but it's Heron Bay to win it. Franco Croupier second. Dillinger's Lady will be 3. Time for the mile, 2:03-1. Now parading back is the official winner of race 4, number 7, Heron Bay. A 9-year-old bay pacing mare by Life Sign from the No Nukes Dam Taylor Reed Q. Owned and trained by Brian Foster of Barnesville. Driven to victory this afternoon by Mr. Mark Haig. 7, Heron Bay, officially in 2:03-1, your race 4 winner. The gates rolling for race 5 with 1 Loose Town, 2 Jarwa, 3 Emily J. Down, 4 Magnetic Benka, 5 He's a Gunslinger, 6 on the outside, O.B. Viking. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Jarwa shoots out of there quickly to grab the early lead. Loosetown racing second on the outside. OB Viking is on the move early, and Jarwa goes to a break. Jarwa is off stride as OB Viking takes command. Loosetown follows safely second on the outside. Then Magnetic Banka looks at it from third. Jarwa now pacing once again. Emily J. Down looks at it from fourth. Then to the outside, he's a gunslinger, pulls a trigger from sixth. 29 and 2 past the opening quarter. And OB Viking leads this field around the turn by a length and a half. Loosetown racing in second. Magnetic Banka driving in third. Emily J. Down eyes the outside from fourth. Then as they race down the stretch, followed by He's a Gunslinger and Jarwa trails. They race for the half-mile station. Todd Trites and OB Viking pass there in 1 minute flat. Racing second is Loosetown. Magnetic Banka right there in third. Emily J. Down now on the move from fourth. He's a Gunslinger racing in fifth. Then Jarwa trails. They race down the backstretch for the 3/4 mile mark, and OB Viking opens up by a length and 3/4. Loosetown still there in second. Emily J. Down parked out third on the outside. Magnetic Banka in fourth. 1:31 and 1 past the 3/4 mile mark, and Emily J. Down is surging on the outside. It's OB Viking. Emily J. Down now second on the outside. Loosetown is nailed to the rail as they make their way on past the 7/8 down the lane for home. Emily J. Down and Steve Mason in the middle of the track, strong on the front end. It's Emily J. Down, and Loosetown shakes loose for second. Emily J. Down, Loosetown second. OB Viking 6 in there for third. Time for the mile, 2:01. Ladies and gentlemen, now parading back is the unofficial winner of race number 5, the 3-horse Emily J. Down. A 4-year-old brown pacing mare by drop-off from the Tucson Hanover mare Tucson Melody, owned by the Downey Stables of St. John, driven and trained to victory. Her third consecutive victory by Steve Mason this afternoon. Victorious in 2:01 flat for 3, Emily J. Down. This field is in motion with 1, Hacks Boy, 2, Star Follower, 3, Satan's Little Number, 4, Dusty Lane Buster, 5, Rumble Cheek, 6 on the outside, Mukhtar. A field of 6 behind the gate, and here they come. They're off and pacing out of there quickly. Star Follower takes the early lead. Driving second on the inside, that's a Hacks Boy. Satan's Little Number racing in third and along the cones. Dusty Lane Buster looks at it from fourth. To the outside, Rumble Cheek starts to rumble on the outside. And your early trailer is Mukhtar down the backstretch for the opening quarter. Star Follower not content to follow today and leads it by 5 lengths by 28 and 4. It's a Star Follower out with that early lead. Hacks Boy racing in second. Rumble Cheeks is parked out third on the outside. Satan's Little Number fourth on the inside. Then Dusty Lane Buster. Mukhtar trails off the turn down the lane in front of the stand first time. It's a Star Follower and Stephen Trites out in front by 2 1/4 lengths. 58 and 4 past the half on the outside. Rumble Cheeks now challenging and taking the second spot. Hacks Boy locked in third in along the rail. Dusty Lane Buster driving fourth. Along the inside, and Satan's Little Number and Mukhtar with live cover leads it now from fifth as we have a new leader on the outside. It's Rumble Cheeks and John Davidson working hard to the 3/4 mile mark. Rumble Cheeks takes him past there, 1:30-1. On the outside, now taking over second spot is Dusty Lane Buster. Mokhtar goes to the outside with a lot of pace, and Mokhtar now racing in second. It's a Rumble Cheeks. Mokhtar on the outside, Dusty Lane Buster third. They race off the turn down the lane. On the outside, Mokhtar. Rumble Cheeks going for 3 in a row, but Mokhtar is strong on the outside. It's going to be Mokhtar, Rumble Cheeks second, Dusty Lane Buster third. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. Four, five, six, three, two, one. Parading back, ladies and gentlemen, is now the official winner of race 6, the 6-horse Mokhtar, an 8-year-old bay pacing gelding by Village Jiffy from the Annihilator mare Gifted Almahurst, owned by Abel Arsenault of St. John, trained by Deborah Kirkpatrick, driven to victory this afternoon by Gilles Barrio. 2 minutes, 1/5. Congratulations to the winning connections, and for Mr. Barrio, his second win on the program. 6, Mokhtar, officially in 2 minutes, 1/5. The gate is moving for race 7 with Shady Martin, Stagecoach Gambler, Jacob, George Down, Falcons Quick, Dusty Lane Oscar, Longworth Legacy. 6, just a reminder, is scratched. A field of 7 behind the gate. Shady Martin to a break. Here they come. They're off, and pacing Jacob is out of there quickly to grab the early lead. Georgetown is racing second, now finds room in along the rail. Driving in third as they make their way round the turn is Stagecoach Gambler. Falcons Quick looks at it from fourth. Then comes Dusty Lane Oscar, Longworth Legacy, and Shady Martin not interested at this point. It's Jacob out in front by 2.5 lengths. They make their way on past the opening quarter, and Jacob leads in there in 30-2. We have action on the outside. Falcons Quick is quickly out of third and driving for that lead. It's Jacob. Falcons Quick is racing second on the outside. Georgetown is locked in third in along the rail. Stagecoach Gambler looks at it from fourth. Then Dusty Lane Oscar now eyes the outside. Then Longworth Legacy and Shady Martin trails. They make their way on past the half-mile marker, and Jacob takes them past there in 1 minute, 3/5. And Jacob is still the leader by a length on the outside. Falcons Quick still on the move. Racing in the third is Stagecoach Gambler. Then Dusty Lane Oscar fourth on the outside. And racing in fifth as they make their way on to the 3/4 mile marker. Stagecoach Gambler, then Longworth Legacies. Shady Martin trails. It's Jacob and John Davidson out in front. Race past the 3/4 mile mark in 1:31 flat, racing 3 wide on the outside. That's Dusty Lane Oscar. Mark Haig now eyes the outside and goes to the outside with George Down. It's George Down now up to challenge Jacob for that lead. Off the turn, down the stretch, they race for home, and George Down on the outside. Jacob is not done on the inside. They race neck and neck for the wire on the inside. Jacob, it's going to be Jacob. George Down second. Dusty Lane Oscar was third. Time for the mile, 2:01. Ladies and gentlemen, parading back is the unofficial winner of race number 7. Number 3, Jacob, a 7-year-old roan pacing gelding by Blissful Hall from the log mare Salt Shaker, owned by Kermit Allen of Sedgwick, Maine, trained and driven to victory by Mr. John Davidson. And for Jacob, his 6th victory of this 2009 racing season, this afternoon in 2:01 flat. Congratulations to the winning connections. Jacob, your official winner in 201. The gate is rolling for race 8 with 1 Dance Hanover, 2 Violet's Best Abe, 3 PH Dragon Man, 5 Melody's Cookie Boy. A field of 4 in the feature, and here they come. They're off in pacing. PH Dragon Man and Dance Hanover go for that early lead. They race neck and neck into the turn. Racing in third now as they make their way around the turn is Violet's Best Abe. Melody's Cookie Boy trails early. On the outside, PH Dragon Man. On the inside, Dance Hanover. The Trites boys are going at it. Up on the front end, it's neck and neck. They race on past her and PH Dragon Man. On past there in 29 seconds flat. Dance Hanover now relinquishes and races in second. Driving in third is Violet's Best Abe, and Melody's Cookie Boy trails. Past the 3/8, they race off the turn down the lane in front of the stand for the first time, and PH Dragon Man now leads it by a length and a half. Dance Hanover waltzes in there in second, and driving in third is Violet's Best Abe. The half was in 59 seconds, and out in front, it's PH Dragon Man. Dance Hanover still there in second. They race single file, and there's action from the backfield. There goes Mark Hagen, Melody's Cookie Boy, now third, now going after second on the outside. Racing now in fourth is Violet's Best Abe, and Mark Hag, Melody's Cookie Boy, now takes command. Hey, leads it by a half length past the 3/4 and 1:29 and 2. It's a Melody's Cookie Boy out in front. Now racing in second is Violet's Best Abe. PH Dragon Man now back in third. Then Dance Hanover to the outside from fourth. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to go, and Melody's Cookie Boy leads it by 3 open lengths. Driving in second is Violet's Best Abe. Melody's Cookie Boy. Violet's Best Abe on the outside. Melody's Cookie Boy. It's going to be Melody's Cookie Boy. Violet's Best Abe. Dance Hanover was third. Time for the mile. 1:59 and 3. Turning back now is the official winner of race 8, the 5-horse Melody's Cookie Boy. Owned and trained by Melland of Hopewell Cape. Driven to victory this afternoon by Mr. Mark Haig. Just 3/5 off his lifetime best. The victory this afternoon, 1:59 and 3. Congratulations to the winning connections, Mr. Land, Mr. Haig. 5, Melody's Cookie Boy. The winner, 1:59 and 3. Wild Cherry, 3, Camco Wynette. 4, West Gem Princess. 5, Becoming Jarwa. 6, JK Shadows. 7, Wilson's Cam. 8 on the outside, PH Catman. A field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off in pacing. Wild Cherry from the inside going for the early lead. Ocean Pacific racing in second on the cones. Driving third in between horses as they make their way round the turn is Camco Wynette. They battle on in front. It's Wild Cherry on the inside. Camco Wynette now racing second on the outside. Ocean Pacific looks at it from third. Driving in fourth, that's Becoming Jarwa. Then West Gem Princess, JK Shadow, Wilson's Cam, and PH Catman trails. They're past the opening quarter in 30-1. They're tightly bunched out in front. Out in front now, Wild Cherry leads it by a length. Driving in second, that's Camco Wynette. We have action on the outside. West Gem Princess and Johnny D is on the move. Off the turn, past the 3/8 now racing for the half-mile station, and Wild Cherry. West Gem Princess now racing second on the outside. Camco Wynette is locked in third in along the rail. The half mile in 1:01.4. They race 4 in, 4 out as they enter the turn now for the 5/8. Racing on top is Wild Cherry. West Gem Princess second on the outside by a half length. Driving in third, that's Camco Wynette. Up on the outside now, challenging for third is J.K. Shadow. Then Wilson's Cam, Ocean Pacific going 3 wide. There goes PH Catman. And becoming Jarwa Trail. Past the 3/4, 1:33-1, and you can throw a blanket on them. They race past the 3/4 mile station, and Wild Cherry. In between horses is West Gem Princess. PH Catman continues to improve on the outside. They have 1/8 of a mile left to go, and Wild Cherry, Lonnie Stokes, West Gem Princess in between horses. On the far outside, here comes Wilson's Cam, West Gem Princess, Wild Cherry. It's going to be Wild Cherry, West Gem Princess, Wilson's Cam. It's close. We'll need a picture. Time for the mile, 2:03-4. The inquiry sign is up. Hold all tickets. Parading back is the unofficial winner of race 9, number 2, Wild Cherry. An 8-year-old brown pacing mare by Chill Factor by the big towner mare Lowella Hanover. Owned by Tommy Gunn of St. John. Trained by Andrew Ward. Driven to victory this afternoon by Lonnie Stokes. The 2-horse Wild Cherry in 2:03-4.